Howard Fineman now joins us from the Huffington Post. He's senior political editor, and he's also, of course, our analyst here at MSNBC. You know, it is kind of frustrating. It's easy to go out there and be Boehner, not to say the one party's always right and the other party's wrong, but it's a lot easier to say cut taxes for everybody.
Yeah, that sounds great on the surface. But if you look at the polls, the fact is, even though John Boehner called the vote in the House that the Democrats staged, in which they cut off the continuation of tax increases of $250,000, Boehner called that chicken crap.
Yeah.
But the fact is, in the new poll, 3 out of 4 Americans are in favor of that chicken crap.
Yeah.
They want the tax cuts for the middle class. They don't think it's reasonable or fair to have it continue, or productive to have it continue for the wealthiest Americans. So that was a
okay.
Yes,
but let's be tough, Howard. It's Christmas, it's Hanukkah, it's the season, and everybody's saying, yeah, give me my tax cut. But once they get their tax cut, will they really care if the rich get it too? Will the average person say, yeah, I got my tax, but damn it, they got it too?
Well, no.
Will they really care?
Yeah, I think,
and that's what I think the Republicans are banking on, that,
yes.
that they won't really think about it more than a week after the fight.
Well, they're also banking on the fact that the Democrats have just had such trouble with the tax issue in recent years. The Republicans are incredibly disciplined about describing this, the Democrats' position every time, as a job-killing tax hike.
Everyone is.
They market-tested that, you know, and they repeat it every time. And the Democrats are scared of their own shadow on taxes. But at least enough of them are to make it impossible to get the thing passed in the Senate that the House
But they're screwing the country, too, in a very deep way that has nothing to do with
partisan.
Who's
screwing the country?
The Republicans with this rhetoric. Because if you take the rhetoric that the government shouldn't raise taxes to pay for what the government's making commitments to do, like fighting these wars in Afghanistan, paying for Social Security, the government makes commitments the public's happy with. And they say, yes, make those commitments. And then says, but we won't keep them because we're not going to tax to pay for them.
Well,
that is not really American.
If my arithmetic is correct here, Chris, 2 years of continuing the tax hike for everybody, including if you include just the portion for the wealthiest, that's $140 billion over 2 years.
Right.
Current estimates of the war in Afghanistan, maybe $100 billion a year. So that's $340 billion right there. If you change policies on the war, and if you change policies
on taxes. The Republicans want the tax cuts and the war.
Yes, that's my point.
It's the same people.
And at the same time, they're going to wring their hands about how we have to get rid of the national debt and balance the budget.
So they're lying to themselves or to somebody. If you say I want a big, bolsterous American war plan all around the world and protect Afghanistan and Iraq and fight here, fight there, fight Sharia law, that's the latest thing we're fighting, and I want lower taxes, you're lying to yourself.
Well, and also they had the temerity to attack the Democrats during the campaign about the health care plan, which would result in some cuts in Medicare, $500 billion over 10 years.
You know what I call that? Chicken crap. Anyway, thank you. I just learned that new word. It's kind of nice, but I'm sure it's offensive to somebody, but it certainly is pulling it back. Anyway, thank you, Howard Fineman.